weed guy to step it up, and he gave me that. It's called Mind Rape. Well, he only had 3 other batches. Gorilla Panic. They're coming, and something called This Is Permanent. Come on, spark it up.
Welcome to the show!
All right, horns up, metalheads. Time for another edition of Rock and Metal Revival. We are back in the Hookah Lounge studios.
We are.
Coming loud and proud.
And extra loud.
And yeah.
Extra proud.
And from Rock County. The county of rock.
Yeah, with the rock. We got a river that's called Rock.
That's right. That's how
rockin'
we are.
Hell yeah.
And guess what?
What?
They said it would never happen.
What happened?
We're going on the FM dial coming up in August. So to
really?
those non-believers, I got 2 words for you.
Uh-oh.
Suck it.
Nice.
All right, coming up next hour, one of our favorite guests, John Corabi, is going to join us. I love talking to John because it's no bullshit.
No, he doesn't screw around, man.
And you know what? If you want to know what's going on with the Motley Crue, ask Motley Crue, but John's going to set the record straight next hour.
Uh-oh. Is he?
So, yes,
is
he
really?
is. Yeah.
Okay.
But
because the record is kind of crooked. It's circular, so he's
kind of warped. It was left in the heat.
Never leave your records out like that.
Or your dogs.
Yeah.
So, all right. So we're going to get going here. We want to wish Joe Perry good luck and get better, brother.
Oh, yeah. That sucked, man.
So we're going to kick the show off with a little Aerosmith. This is Let the Music Do the Talking. And a lot of people wish we would, too. On Rock and Metal Revival.
We're gonna.
From the CD High and Dry, there's Def Leppard and Mirror, Mirror, Look Into My Eyes on Rock and Metal Revival. And dude, 35 years ago, that was released.
Man, that makes me feel old. I remember a friend of mine had it on a Walkman.
Yeah.
You know, with the cassette. And wow, they sounded so good at the time, you know.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, this is so cool. And let me borrow that. And during gym class, I was sitting there listening to freaking...
I can remember a
good album, man.
At that time, we were living out in the country and we couldn't get cable. So I was in at my grandma's one time, and her and my mom and sister, they all took off. And so I'm watching MTV, and I saw that first video for Bringing On the Heartache.
Oh, yeah.
I'm like, down to the record store I went, man. I bought that on vinyl, and then, then Pyromania, and then Mutt Lange ruined them. So
he got him to that point, and then, he kind of started overdid it.
Yeah, he just made him sound like the Shania Twain of.
It's kind of they kind
metal.
of bastardized those first 2 albums by not really playing anything from them.
No, because On Through the Night is a good album too.
Yeah, there's some good stuff on that. Yeah,
I don't know.
Well, that's for another day and another discussion. Yeah,
but hey, dude, I'm really happy about having John Corabi on next hour. The Dead Daisies, I'm loving the new Dead Daisies stuff that I've heard.
It's good stuff. It's kicking some ass.
And he has got to be the busiest man in show business.
He's only in 12 different projects at one time.
And he's going to let us in on a bunch of those. He said he has a bunch to talk about. But lately, all I've heard is Nicky bitching about how, he's ashamed of that CD.
That album was so bad, and it was so much work for him because Corabi couldn't write songs, couldn't write lyrics, and all he did was whine. Maybe it was because it was so hard because you were smacked out of your head.
It's probably so hard because they were, as musicians, they sucked so much that they couldn't actually.
Corabi took them to a new level, man, music-wise
and vocally.
Yeah, because there's like banjo and mandolin on a couple songs and stuff, and there's a lot of stuff going on in those.
The only mistake they made with that album is they shouldn't have called it Motley Crue. They should have changed the name.
Yeah.
Honestly,
it's that time. Nothing was selling.
Yeah,
then,
but seriously, to me, I love that album as much as I love Shout at the Devil.
Yeah,
to me, Shout at the Devil is my favorite Motley Crue with Vince.
Shout at the Devil is a strong album.
Yeah, and next to that and Motley 94, the 2 best albums I think they ever did. And for Nicky to sit now and bitch about it.
Sonically wise, though.
Oh, yeah.
The Motley Crue.
The one with Corabi I listened to 10 times more than I listened to Shout at the Devil.
Oh, yeah.
But we're going to have John on next hour, talk a little bit about the Dead Daisies and his solo career and
the death of disco.
The death of disco and why, if he's going to play Red's 50th birthday party.
Oh, yeah, we were working on that.
Yeah, we are.
That'd be kind of cool.
So we're going to talk to him next hour. And coming up, we got News of the Weird. We've got Talking Real Metal.
So we're going to go on the radio, real?
Dude, we're going on the FM.
Really?
Yeah. Saturday nights, 11 to 1 Central Time. I'm not going to give the station out yet.
Oh, okay.
Until we have all our stuff signed, sealed, and delivered. But the agreement was made.
Are they delivering the cash by pickup
truckload?
Truckloads?
Truckloads. Yeah.
Nice.
I held out. I think I got us $3 a piece.
We don't have to split it?
Nope.
Really?
$6 whole.
No kidding.
Yeah, that could at least get us a 6-pack.
That's like a week?
Yeah.
Man.
Score. Yeah. I didn't need no manager. I didn't need Doc McGee to negotiate that deal for me.
And we get no rights to nothing, right?
Exactly.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Can't wait.
Excellent. All right, so let's get back to the music. I'm going to go see these guys in a couple of weeks. This is Tesla from their...
You're good at working out them deals. Man.
Yeah, I am. I'm a wheeler dealer.
I'm telling you.
I tell you what, there might be a couple T-shirts thrown in, too.
Really?
Yep.
It just gets
better and better.
Benefits.
Yeah.
Just
you want benefits?
Awesome. Are there benefits?
We'll find out.
Oh, sweet.
All right, this is from the Reel to Reel, Reel 2 CD. This is an Aerosmith cover. Like we said, Joe Perry, get better, man.
Yeah.
All right. So this is Seasons of Wither, Tesla on Rock and Metal Revival.
Somewhere 2 villages are missing their idiots.
What the hell? Where'd that come from?
I taught myself how to keister.
How to...
Yeah.
Keister up the keister.
Look, the electronic toothbrush part still works.
Oh, no.
But you found them. Rock and Metal Revival.
From the CD Obsession, there's UFO and Only You Can Rock Me on Rock and Metal Revival.
But that's wrong, because we can rock you, too.
Dude,
we just rock
I just saw you're on Amazon. You already spent that $3, didn't you?
Well, it's 1 week's worth.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, if you make it, you got to spend it. That's how economy works, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, you spend.
You got to wait till you can get a deal on all those Vince Neil solo tunes. So maybe a couple of weeks of shows.
Yeah, I might be able to afford the album.
Yeah.
That'd be awesome.
That'd be awesome for you.
Yeah.
All right. It's
Sweet.
got that to look for.
Yeah,
got that going for us.
Nice.
All right. 82-year-old America's Got Talent star to rock out with Drowning Pool. Did you see this?
Yes.
Oh, God, it's great.
It's good.
We'll see the bodies hit the floor in the pit when we join you Friday afternoon, John Hedlinger's promises. John Hedlinger is a 82-year-old man who wowed America's Got Talent with his roaring rendition of Drowning Pool's Bodies.
Yeah. He was better than the Parrot.
Yeah. And the Parrot was good.
Parrot was right. Nailed it, man.
And once again, rock the house. This time, he's going to do it, though, with Drowning Pool.
No, really?
Yeah, he's going to do it this weekend in Chicago at the Open Air Festival.
Oh, that
on
should
Friday.
Be cool. Wow.
Yeah, the retired aerospace engineer has announced that he's coming to party with concert
Coming to
goers.
party? No.
Yeah.
Good.
You know what?
No way.
For all you girls going down there,
hope he's got his meds.
Whip him out.
Take it easy on him.
Whip him out for the old guy.
Hopefully he's got his heart meds there, man.
Yeah, exactly.
He's going to see some stuff that he ain't seen in a long time.
He said, we'll see the bodies hit the floor in the pit when we join you Friday. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Seeing the boobies fly.
Yeah.
Friday afternoon. See you there.
Boobies hit the air. Boobies hit the air.
Yeah. His video has been viewed 3,700 times in 12 hours.
Nice. Is that you did that, didn't you? Was that a record?
No, what is in his video? The Drowning Pool is pulling out other stops to give the Navy veteran a real rock star welcome, which will include all the alcohol he wants, according to TMZ.
Oh, boy.
The newfound national treasure will reportedly then join the band for a signing session after their
Navy?
performance. Yeah.
Oh, they can drink, man. They might.
Yeah.
Whoever's promoting this show might end up in the grid.
Yeah, I got a buddy of mine who's a Navy guy, and he's going to the Kiss show with me. And I said, I am not buying beers.
No.
I need 4 more jobs. All right, woman falls to her death hours after posting a Grand Canyon photo. A Florida woman plunged hundreds of feet to her death at the Grand Canyon National Park.
Another happy
hours
story.
After posting a photo that appears to show her sitting on the cliff ledge overlooking the canyon. Colleen Burns, 35, of Orlando, had been hiking, taking photos with friends for sunrise. Then she accidentally stepped off the edge of the trail on Friday.
Whoa. Yikes.
Yeah.
Not fun.
Just hours before the fatal fall, Burns reportedly posted a photo to Instagram with the caption, "That view, though."
Ooh. Yikes.
That's sad. That's weird, but that's sad, dude.
That's you gotta watch. You shouldn't go near the edge of those. Not good. Not a good idea.
No, I don't care what
Stay
you are.
away from that.
Big holes are not good. All right.
You can take that any way you want. Huh?
Hey, did you leave your cocaine at the grocery store? Police want to help you out.
No, my stuff would be greenish.
Yeah. The cost of white powdery substances these days, probably someone got home and spent the next 15 minutes going through their pockets over and over and over. According to police in Aspen, Colorado.
I took that cash out to pay that machine. Dropped your Coke on
I had my debit card in my front pocket and set my Coke on top of the...
Yeah.
Dumbass. Are hoping to sniff the person out who left a bag of cocaine at an Aspen grocery store. The tiny bag of powder was found July 5th on a... Yeah. Dude, they got legalized pot there. Can you... Yeah.
Hey, that's mine.
Yeah, that's mine.
Hey, cops, that's mine. Yeah.
It's like that Cheech and Chong bit. Hey, how much should I get if I turn in Jimmy? Sold me some shit.
Yeah.
All right.
There's oregano, man.
Hey, are you playing this Pokemon game?
No, it makes me feel like Punchy-Mon.
Yeah.
I want to punch you someone right in the face.
One woman who was looking to end up spending $60 on sexy lingerie, a self-described intimacy boutique in Orlando, Florida, is rousing interest from a demographic they never expected, Pokemon Go players. Geeks are going in there.
Oh, geez. They're finding out that there's actual...
Oh, those are boobs.
Wow.
But
those are even better
aren't...
than... I'd like to pokey something there.
Yeah, instead of pokey in my fist. They aren't looking for lingerie or sex toys. They're looking for Pokemon, according to the store manager, Nikki Meyer. We were confused at first and said, weird people talking about poking your man.
Oh, yikes.
Yeah, helpful employees assumed the customers were talking about pegging, a reverse form of anal sex.
Reverse? How do you reverse that?
I guess that's where the woman penetrates the guy with a strap on. I don't even want to know about that. Jim Bob described that years ago.
We're not going there. That's why he's not here.
No, that's why he's gone
here anymore.
Yeah.
He was like, "Hey, check this out."
Yeah.
No, get that out of here. What the hell? You and your girlfriend, go get out of here.
Yeah, exactly.
Yikes.
Well, that's going to wind up News of the Weird. And speaking of John Corabi coming up next hour, why don't we play the song that made me a Corabi fan from the album The Scream. This is Let It Scream. This is Man in the Moon. I love this tune. Turn this one up on Rock and Metal Revival.
Here's your latest hard rock and metal news on Rock and Metal Revival.
All right, metalheads, it's time for another edition of Talking Real Metal. Grab the kids, grab them, bring them around the speakers, and let's learn something together.
Oh, what are we're gonna learn?
Would you be mine? Could you be mine? There we go.
Won't you be
my neighbor?
Okay, we'll learn something.
Gene Simmons rules out reunion of original Kiss lineup. We've tried that. Exactly. It's too late for that.
I already did it, and they found out. Yeah, it works for a little while.
Yeah.
The chemistry was there. Snap.
Yeah.
Boom. Gone.
Because you're an ass.
Yeah.
Joe Perry is doing better than feared. That's good after his health scare last week.
Oh, yeah. Looked like did you see the video?
Yeah, I was kind of weird.
Looked like he was having a heart attack, man. He was just starting to fall. That's probably what it was. They got him on a bunch of meds now.
Yep. Ex-Guns N' Roses drummer Matt Sorum, I've been really blessed and fortunate to play with my heroes.
Yeah. I guess.
I look at that way when I do this show with you.
Yeah, that's the same way with me, because I've always looked up to you.
Yeah.
You're so fucking tall.
Tall, yeah. Slayer's Repentless, certified gold in Poland. That's a good CD. The new Slayer.
What is gold in Poland?
6.
6?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
6
Did
copies.
you ask Michael?
I have to ask Michael.
Have to ask Michael. Find out what.
Yeah.
I thought it might be 8.
It could be, or 10.
10.
All right, Tom Kiefer would be very humbled and honored if asked to front AC/DC. I bet he would.
Yeah.
Maybe you should straighten the shit out with your own band.
Yeah, maybe you should play with your own band.
Steven Adler back on stage with Guns N' Roses in Nashville. The videos and photos are posted online. He did a pretty good job, man.
Yeah. That's cool. Well, maybe it's the same 2 songs. Maybe.
Yeah. Did you see the person holding up the sign going, "Where's Izzy"?
Oh yeah, I heard they weren't
We're happy with that.
Yeah.
John Corabi, I'm tired of media focusing on the negative when it comes to his time with Motley Crue. We're going to talk to him about that next
we'll
hour.
have to see about that.
Mike Portney would love nothing more than to have his Dream Theater ex-bandmates at his birthday bash.
I can't blame him. As long as they bring good presents.
And don't
That's the only reason, because they always brought good presents, so
And don't do 20-minute songs.
Yeah.
Anthrax's Frankie Bello record labels don't nurture bands anymore. That's true.
That's for sure.
There
really aren't record labels
not anymore, no.
Not like they used to.
Is Guns N' Roses not in a Lifetime Stadium tour selling as well as expected? I don't think so. But they did sell out one night at Soldier Field. I really don't think they should have went to the second. I think they should have stuck with one.
Yeah, because the second one, there was a lot of empty seats. There's a few places.
Yeah.
A lot of places sold out, but there's quite a few that haven't.
Yeah.
So.
Kiss drummer Eric Singer, I've never tried to replace Peter Criss or Eric Carr. He's his own drummer.
Yeah.
They're all different type drummers.
Yeah, I like
the two Erics.
Yeah. Does a good job.
And Peter, he was an original, so I like that too. Striper frontman Michael Sweet to release One-Sided War solo album. I've heard a couple cuts off that.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, it's pretty heavy.
Oh, sweet. Yeah, he's pretty dang good.
He's a good guitar player, dude. Led Zeppelin publisher seeks $613,000 in attorney fees from Stairway to Heaven case. Good luck with that.
He's going to get it from the people who tried to sue him, too, which is going to be fun.
Should musicians be able to remotely disable phone cameras at concerts? What do you think? Gene Simmons thinks they should do this.
I think so. That would be good, because then I wouldn't have to sit there and look at the thing through 20 freaking phones, man. Everybody's holding their dang phone.
I heard a rumor that Apple's trying to
They're
give a
coming
thing,
up with
something
some
to jam.
technologies that the venue would be able to just jam it. But then again, if somebody needs to make an emergency phone call.
Yeah. Well, dude, look at when we go to the Packer games. Once the game starts, you can't do nothing. You can't call in. You can't call out.
Really?
Not anymore.
Oh.
That time that Jim Bob and I were at the playoff game when we were calling you every time they scored.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they stopped that. Did you bitch?
Oh, no. Yeah, I bitched about it.
All right.
Yeah. Always bitch about that.
New singer of Rainbow, Ronnie Romero, says his first 3 comeback shows were a dream come true. I bet they were.
No kidding, man. He got to play to a lot of people.
Exactly.
With freaking Richie Blackmore.
Yeah.
So I wonder if Richie's got the bug or if that's it. He's done. He's like, man, I did the rock thing.
He's a moody bastard.
Yeah.
All right. So, that ends up talking real metal. Next hour, we'll talk to John Corabi. But right now, here's a band I hope to see soon. This is Accept.
Ooh,
this is Blood of the Nations on Rockin' Metal Revival.
This portion of Rockin' Metal Revival is brought to you by...
Dude, I would sell my soul for a hit song right now. I am Lucifer. And I have heard your request. And it shall be granted. Do you, Milo Jenkins, truly wish to render your soul unto me in exchange for the success you crave?
Oh, yes, sir, I do. I mean, if I could have one hit song, I know it'd solve everything for me.
It shall be done. Behold, a fiendish masterpiece from the bowels of hell.
Yeah.
Mondays for I hate Mondays. They make me so steamed. Weekends, I go for the weekends. Son of a bitch! Is it human in here? Because the guitar keeps getting out of tune.
Man, what kind of guitar is that, man?
It's a hell-spun mixture of the bones of fornicators and the sinew of thieves and gluttons.
It's a Fender.
That's brand new from the Dead Daisies, called Long Way to Go on Rockin' Metal Revival. And Jerry, it's no secret, right there's one of our favorite vocalists.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
And that band has got so much talent out with it, and I can't wait to see them when they hit town with Kiss coming up in August. And we are fortunate enough to have him back on the show again. We want to welcome to the show John Corabi. Welcome to the show, John.
Hey, guys, how you doing?
It's great. It's great to have you back. And you know what? The Dead Daisies, second killer follow-up, you got to be pretty happy with the way this is going.
You know, it's been a crazy year, man. Like, you know, I've only been with the band since probably last February. And, you know, this is already second record in technically when we recorded the record, we did it in January. So we technically did 2 records in less than a year, and then to boot all of the touring and everything we've done in between has just been, it's been awesome. I'm definitely seeing some momentum growth here with the band, and it's been cool. It's been crazy.
Getting back to 2 albums in a year kind of reminded me of the old days when Kiss used to put one out about every 6 to 8 months.
Yeah, geez.
It's really funny, but I was, I'm kind of a, not just a musician. I'm a fan,
Mm-hmm.
So I have all these Beatles books and books on Led Zeppelin and just Aerosmith and just all these cats. And, it really is crazy. I don't know when things started to change where a band would do a record and then go out and tour for like 2 or 3 years. And, they do, like most bands though, do a record like every 2 or 3 years.
Yeah.
And, you go back and you look at like Zeppelin did, their first record in '69, and they followed up again with another, Zeppelin 2, like it was like 69, just 70, you know what I mean? So,
yeah.
But Kiss, the Beatles, I mean, if you think about it, like from when they broke in America, again, I'm being a little bit of a Rain Man here with history.
That's cool, man.
But it's just crazy to me. Like if you go back and you look at like the Beatles' history from 1964 when they came here to America and just blew up, and they were the biggest band in the world, to 1966 when they decided to stop touring.
Mm-hmm.
They did like 5 albums, 2 movies, and like 5 or 6 world tours.
It's like crazy.
Yeah.
And you're like, how is that possible? You know what I mean?
Exactly.
To be able to put out that much quality material, too,
Yeah, and here we are 50 years later still talking about them. You know what I mean? The fact that they were able to do all of that work in the short amount of time is just incredible. So as hard as the Daisies work, we're still not even scratching the surface. That's my story. I'm sticking to it. Thank you very much. I'll be here till Wednesday. Don't forget to tip your bartenders and your barmaids. Bye.
John, when I was talking to Eric Brittingham, when I said to him, you were walking out when I was going into the Cheap Thrill show down in Nashville, and I go, God, I can't believe John showed up. Now Eric says he's got to be the hardest working man in show business. He's always doing something. He goes, he never takes a break, and it seems like I'm always seeing something that you're doing something. I mean, is that just the way you are? You're a workaholic, or?
No, it's. Listen, man. Things are different than they used to be 20 years ago, 30 years ago. It's not unusual for guys, in any band, to have several fires in the iron, several irons in the fire right now, because of the way things are. I mean, look, if you just now look, I'm reading about it now, but like you look at this, like the Justice Department and House of Congress and all that just passed a law a couple of days ago, about, the way songwriting and copyrights and everything works. And it was just a massive, huge blow once again to the artist, and basically, if I'm understanding it correctly, it basically says like, I'm a BMI artist. If I write with an ASCAP artist, then basically if I write a song with a person on the other end, the ASCAP artist, it has to be a 100% copyright. So basically what they're saying is that if the BMI guy registers the song before the ASCAP guy does, all monies go to the BMI guy.
Wow. They can't split? That's bull.
So it's just, over the years, it's become, with the internet and downloading and file sharing, it's become more and more impossible for record companies to be productive and make money. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, everybody's artistically speaking, we love what we do, but look, at the end of the day, this is how we pay our bills.
Exactly.
But the record companies have been struggling for 10, 15, 20 years.
Yeah.
This has been happening. So they're starting to fall on the wayside. MTV is gone. The days of artists going out and selling multiple million, having a quadruple million or double, double platinum, those days are gone.
For sure.
So for me, as long as I'm getting phone calls, I try to do as much as I can to just keep myself busy. I love writing. I love creating. I've got a home studio. So when I do have time off, I'm trying to figure out, like on my own, how to work Pro Tools and just be a songwriter and just maybe sell songs to other people and just that kind of thing. So you kind of have to do this now. And now it's like I was saying earlier with the file sharing, a lot of fans don't realize, and until they do, record sales are hurt by people burning copies of CDs, and now the government is just like, basically, they did this rule and they did this law. It's like, nope, this is how it's going to be, and whatever, don't care. And these, I guess, were laws that have been in place since the 40s, 1940s, and people were going to the government or kind of going to Congress saying, hey, these rules need to be updated and upgraded for now. And they went, nope, not going to do it. Oh, and by the way, we're taking this away from you as well. And it's kind of going to get to the point, man, where other than live shows, you're really not going to have any music because these artists are like,
why give it away?
Basically just writing music for free.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Exactly. We were
so it's getting a little weird, man. You got to keep busy when the sun is shining. Make hay, dude.
Exactly. And we were talking just before we went on the air. You were talking about your solo band and how you're busy with them. And the last time you were on the show was when you released your Rat Pack Records solo album. And we wanted to ask you a little bit, what else is going on with you, John, besides just the Dead Daisies?
All right, let me. This answer could be a while because I'm going to have to start at the A's. No, actually, I've been doing a couple of different things. I've got my solo band, and just a little side note: when you saw me here, was it here in Nashville?
Nashville, when Ian was playing with
that's
Cheap Thrills.
Why I went. My son was actually filling in and playing with the guys.
Yeah.
And it'll be cool, too, because if we do wind up doing that thing in January, Ian and I will actually be playing together doing that stuff, so it'll be cool.
Very cool.
But, let me see. Oh, so I'm doing my solo band, and I've actually just recorded, well, I didn't just do it, probably October, November of last year. I recorded one of my shows in its entirety, in audio, and I did video.
Nice.
And it was doing the Motley 94 album in its entirety.
Awesome.
Oh, man.
That's
so I recorded that because it's just been a little difficult with my schedule and also financially to be able to bring it overseas and different places that I've actually been asked to bring it. So I'm like, man, I can't do it. I don't know if I can do it. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to record it, put it out there, and anybody that wants to hear what it would have sounded like or actually see it on a DVD, they can. And I'll, so I did that. That's coming out in end of September, October. The Daisies, I got a new record coming out August 5th. Obviously, we were talking about going on tour with that. And then just kind of starting to write material for a brand new electric solo record as well.
Sweet. But I thought you couldn't write lyrics. How do you write songs? Because ain't that what Nikki said?
Oh, don't get into that.
Well, I'm. You know what? Honestly, I was going to be really sarcastic.
Because that pisses me off that he said that.
Lately, every time I open my mouth, it tends to be a story on Blabbermouth. So I'm just going to keep my mouth shut now.
Yeah, I'm not. I wasn't going to go there.
I'm sorry, but that just pisses me off. I'm not a fan of Nicky, and I think he's just jealous because that's the best album they ever did. So. Quality of music, songwriting
to each his own, dude. Honestly, I am very proud of the record, and I think
you should be.
To be honest with you, somebody sent me the interview very early in the day, and I saw it, and I read it, and I kind of chuckled. I'm like, whatever. Honestly, it was 22 years ago.
Exactly.
I don't really care.
Yeah.
But then it was weird. Like, the more people started to see it, like in Europe and just my friends, I was starting to get texts with the link, emails with the link, Facebook comments with the link. So I just said, you know what? At the end of the day, I wasn't going to respond to this, but here you go.
Yeah.
And honestly, I am very proud of the record that we did together.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I'm very happy, and I'm honestly grateful for the fact that Motley called me and asked me to join the band. And I truly do wish Vince, Tommy, Mick, and Nikki all the best in their future endeavors. But at the end of the day, I really don't care. So,
good for you.
Cool. It is what it is. I have no idea why he said what he said. And honestly, I really don't care why he said what he said. You know what I mean? It doesn't matter. Yep. Life is good in John Corabi's world.
That's why I love the picture of you and Vince the other day online. I'm like, that is so classic. You standing there with your backstage pass holding it up. I thought that was funny. And the fact that you're working on Mick's solo album, right? Do I have that right?
Well, I have a little bit. But I just talked with Mick, and this is how this whole second round of stuff started. I was talking with Eddie Trunk, and he asked me about it, and I just said, look, man, at the end of the day, I'd love to do something with Mick, but I have so much stuff on my plate right now. Mm-hmm. I actually spoke with Mick, and I said, if you can bear with my schedule and deal with the fact that I'm going to be gone for big chunks of time here, if you can deal with that, then yes, I would love to help you out. I don't know what that means, though. Help. Mix asked me to help him do some stuff on his solo record. I don't know if he wants me to sing the whole thing, if he wants to put a band together. I don't know. I said that I would help. But at this point, it's not about money for me. It's more about being able to sit down in a room with Mick and say, okay, you've got all of my attention right now.
Mm-hmm.
And that was my only thing. And, I kind of screwed up, and, at the very end, I said, I don't know if it's because of the agreement that they signed or whatever, but I said I think somebody in the Motley camp is a little pissy about me working with Mick.
Yeah.
And that was it. That's John Corabi talking. Yeah. I was guesstimating, speculating. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Nikki hasn't said anything, not that I know of, to my knowledge. It was just the way I talk, and I just said what I said, and I just left it at that. And once again, there was a second retort on just about every website you could think of. And then finally, as a joke, I typed on my Facebook page after I saw the second round of everything, and I just went, oh my God, I'm there talking about Motley Crue again. If you got to ask Motley a question, ask Motley. And then there was a third round. John Corabi's sick and tired. And I'm like, please stop putting words in my mouth. Really, seriously.
John, I got to ask you a question that I've wanted to ask you for a long time. I love the Scream album. I still listen to it to this day. Do you ever wonder what might have happened with a follow-up? to that album? You know, I mean, do you ever think, I mean, I know you don't regret probably, but I mean, do you ever wonder what might have happened with that band? Because you guys were killer.
Yeah, I mean, of course I do. You know, it's funny, funny that you mention it. Just the other day, not yesterday, the day before, I was sitting here on my front porch. My son said he was coming over, so I said, all right. I was out front having a cigarette, and beer, and I'm just sitting here waiting, and my son pulled up, and this awesome music was coming out of his car. So he got out of the car, and I'm like, man, what is that? What are you listening to? And he goes, oh, it's Mars Volta.
Oh.
So I go, oh, that's cool, awesome. So he's talking to me, and he's telling me how awesome the band is, and, you know, all this other stuff, and I just happened to say to him, I go, well, you know who the bass player is, right? And he's like, yeah, it's Alderete from The Scream. And I go, yep. So I go, you know what, let's give him a call. So I called him, and John and I sat and talked for almost an hour. Hey, dude, what are you doing? Blah, blah, blah. And we were talking about some of the old days and the funny stuff that happened when we were on tour and all the crazy stuff. And, it's weird. Like, we were both talking about how we've met people on the road since. And, the general consensus, or for a lot of people, is, man, that band was awesome. You guys could have been huge.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just one of those things, man. Like, I was on a road, and then all of a sudden there was a Y in the road.
Mm-hmm.
And I could have taken that path or that path. And I chose the path that I chose, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
and I'm okay with it, but it was a great band. We had an unbelievable time because, you got to understand, for all of us, it was a first for all of us. First time we all had a major record deal. The John and Bruce had done some stuff with Racer X.
Mm.
Yeah.
But this was the first time that we were on a major label. And we did a record with Eddie Kramer, which was,
yeah,
insane.
Exactly. Yeah.
You know what I mean? Legendary. We met some unbelievable people, Peter Frampton and the Ramones. And, Peter Frampton and Steve Marriott were in our rehearsal room with Eddie talking about putting Humble Pie back together again.
Wow.
And we were witness to all this. So we were like, first time, any of us had been overseas. We traveled to England together. And, it was just like these unbelievable firsts. So it was a great band, man. And, I sometimes wonder, but I really do try to look forward. And, you can't second guess yourself, or I would literally spend the rest of my life kicking myself in the ass. So
I do that every day.
Now, are there any tracks on the new album that are going to feature cowbell? That's what I need to know.
Well, he's still doing his solo album. He could put cowbell in that.
But I mean,
actually, I'm actually, for you guys and you guys only, I am going to have a track on my next record with just a cowbell.
Nice.
Nothing else.
That would be badass. That would be a hit. I'm telling you.
In Wisconsin,
that's gonna
that would
go.
stay #1 for months.
It's gonna go. That's gonna be.
That'd be like Dark Side of the Moon here.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, John.
It could be called Cheeseheads Come to Dinner.
Exactly.
Yeah, the call to dinner. Come on.
Hey, we don't. Hey, John, and we're not on BMI or ASCAP, so you just write it and you take credit for it.
Yeah, you can have it all.
But John,
yeah, this is great. It'll sell 10 million copies, and then you guys will contact me through a lawyer.
Yeah, then we'll be like, no, that was us.
It was all our idea.
Well, John, we know that you are always busy, and we appreciate any time you can give us, and we wish you all the success out with the Dead Daisies. We'll see you in August. Like I said, we wish you nothing but success, and if you got anything you like when that live album hits, hit us up.
Oh yeah.
You'll obviously hear about it with the through Rat Pack.
Mm-hmm.
they're putting the live album out for me as well. So
okay,
are there pre-orders available for that yet?
I don't think at this point.
Okay,
we're still kind of. It's weird. I'm kind of doing something a little different with some of the video footage. The audio part came out great. Honestly, we did one show, top to bottom. We didn't record a bunch of multiple shows or anything like that. We literally did one show. We had these great guys come in and record the show, and then I gave all of the tapes to Michael Wagner, and I said, mix this and make it sound huge. We went to Michael's house, and they're really, like, overdubs were nil. You know what I mean? It was, I had to do one little thing vocally because something happened with, I put, like, the microphones out in the audience throughout, whatever. And for some reason, for a song or two, they weren't working. So there's, like, one point where I'm singing Hooligan's Holiday, and I'm going, sing it! For some reason, the audience mics didn't work on that song.
Oh.
So it's like, I'm on a holiday, hooligan. And for that part, Hooligan's Holiday, the answer line. Mm-hmm. I go, I'm on a holiday. Why can't we hear the audience? You know what I mean? It was weird. So it was odd. Some of the mics were picking it up. So I just went, you know what? Just run the tape, and I'll just go in there, and I'll just touch up. I'll sing that line, and we'll call it a day. But it's really raw, and I really want the record to sound like, or just kind of, because it is raw, there's a few mistakes on it. I go, you know what? I go,
That's
one of my
live,
favorite
man.
Aerosmith albums. One of my favorite Aerosmith albums is the live bootleg record.
Yep.
So I go, leave it raw, leave it. If there's mistakes or sharp notes, flat notes, who cares? Leave it as it is. And then what we're doing is we're kind of doing. I have somebody working on the video right now to make it kind of look like just bootleg.
Nice.
So
cool.
I'm like, screw with it. Do whatever you got to do with it. When you edit it, make it look rough, make it look bootleg, and
Sweet.
hopefully people dig it. But it's all good. I couldn't, honestly, I'm 30 years into a career, and I've got 2 records coming out in 2 months, so
nice.
Life is good.
Yeah.
All right. Well, John,
Busy.
we have probably 98.5% of your catalog. So what do you want to go out of this interview with?
Let's do Trampled Underfoot by Led Zeppelin.
All right. We do have that.
Sweet.
No, you know what? Honestly, let's do you guys have the new record yet? Or
We just have the single.
Just the one song.
Yeah, we
What
only
now?
have the,
We just have the single.
Oh, well, shame on somebody. I will, let's do, you know what? Let's do a Daisy song. Let's do Midnight Moses.
Oh, I love that
Nice.
tune. John Corabi, it is always a pleasure to have you on this show, and you're welcome back anytime. There's Wolves from Another Lost Year from their CD Alien Architect, Rock and Metal Revival. And, dude, you've got to see that band live.
Yeah, they're good.
They are good. I'm serious. They're really well put together, great vocals, great guitar parts, good songwriting. I think you'd enjoy them.
Okay. I'll check them out.
Dig them. All right, well, we want to thank John Corabi for being on the show. John can be on the show anytime. I don't care.
Yeah, nice, honest too, man.
Yeah.
He ain't gonna doesn't mess around.
Don't BS.
Yeah.
And so it was good to have him, and hopefully we're going to see him August 20th in Rockford.
We will.
With Kiss.
Yeah,
and
that'd be awesome.
Speaking of Another Lost Year, Clinton, lead singer, is going to join us next week.
Oh, cool.
All right,
Cool.
and next week we will release what FM radio station we're going on.
Are you really?
Yep.
Wow.
So until that time, as we always say, don't drink and drive.
Smoke and fly.
Light 'em up.
This brings to an end another edition of Rock and Metal Revival. If you enjoyed it, tell a friend. If you didn't, tell 2. Until next time, this is Rock and Metal Revival.
I said, who wants to fucking touch me?
To catch the whole show of Rock and Metal Revival, all you have to do is check it out on these affiliates. Megarock Radios on Saturdays from 11 a.m. Eastern Time, and on Uncontrolled Noize Tuesdays at 1 a.m., Thursdays at 8 p.m. Eastern Time, and on Saturday nights at 7 p.m. Eastern on UncontrolledNoise.com. And make sure that you leave them a message and tell them that you found Rock and Metal Revival on their stations.